explosive new testimony from inside an Illinois court. For the first time, we're hearing from the partner of an ex-deputy who's accused of killing a black woman in her own home. The partner says he was actually scared of his coworker and not the woman, Sonya Massey. Sean Grayson's partner, you see him here in this court sketch, is telling the jury tonight that Massey never seemed to be a threat that night last July. Massey had called police, remember, late one night. She was worried about a prowler. This is body cam video of Grayson and his partner responding to that call. Things started getting tense when Grayson asked Massey to put down a pot of hot water that she had grabbed from the stove. So this is her. You see her walking over to it in this part of the body cam video. We'll show you a video the next moment when Grayson fires his gun at Massey 3 times. We've got to warn you, it is obviously hard to watch.
You better I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot!
Now, prosecutors say this body cam video proves that Massey was not actually a real threat to Grayson. But Grayson's attorney argues that his client's actions were reasonable under the circumstances. Grayson has pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder. Maggie Vespa is outside court. As court, Maggie, has just wrapped up in the last hour or so. And that very notable testimony today from Grayson's partner. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, Hallie, that was explosive. He took the stand late in the day. His name is Deputy Dawson Farley, and he basically was immediately questioned by prosecutors. He was a witness for the prosecution about Sonya Massey and his feelings about what she did when she had that pot of water. They were asking him things like, were you nervous based on what she was doing? He said no. They said, were you worried she was going to hurt you? He said no. Then he went on to clarify that he was indeed scared that night, but not of Massey. Instead, he said he was scared of his partner, Sean Grayson. There were protesters out here earlier today. We relayed that tidbit of information to them from our producer inside the courtroom. This was the organizers' reaction.
If your own partner was afraid of you that night, that means that you were unhinged. That means that you had no business being on the police force. Your job was to protect and serve, and if your own partner was afraid of you, Sonya didn't have a chance. With Sean Grayson being in her house that night, it was the devil at her doorstep.
The devil at her doorstep. Hallie, after that testimony, for the first time during this trial, prosecutors in there played the body camera video that we've all seen that's been seemingly around the world tied to this case. And our producer said it was really heavy in that courtroom. One juror appearing to cry, another one covering their eyes with their notepad. Grayson, during most of it, looking down at his lap and appearing, our producer said, to cover his ears at the moment of the shooting. This is members of the Massey family were led out of the courtroom sobbing. Now, again, as you said, Grayson's team saying that he was reasonable to fear for his life in that moment. They've been urging jurors throughout this process to not form opinions too early and to think about what it must have felt like in the heat of the moment. And again, they argue that he genuinely feared for his life. But as you can see, Hallie, prosecutors doing everything they can to tear that rationale apart.
Maggie Vespa live for us there in Illinois. Incredibly dramatic day there in court. I know you'll be following the rest of it as it continues. Maggie Vespa, thank you.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.